And I'm Sydney Jordan. And we're missing Avery today. She ran off somewhere, but we're missing her. And this is This Week in Colorado Volleyball. Today we're going to talk about our North Texas Invitational the past weekend. We're going to get to know one of our outsides, Anna, and then we're going to talk about what's coming up.
Texas trying to go on the attack. Matches last season. Johnson gets it across from Texas. Back to trying to end it here, and she does!
Hey Sid, how was Friday night's match against North Texas?
Yeah, I think that first match was a really good test for us. It did go to 5, and we ended up pulling out the win. But I think it was a really good moment for us as a team, showing that we can fight through adversity and really finishing out that match strong was really, really good for us.
Yeah, and we also want to give a shout out to our setter, Taylor. She had 2,000 career assists and then 100 career blocks.
And she hit that milestone in that UNT game. And so we're so proud of her. Yay, Taylor, good job.
And then Saturday we faced Miami. How was that?
Yeah, I think that game definitely was a little more difficult for us. I think we just got a little bit shaken throughout that game, but I think it was a really good moment for us to learn from and to take away from that weekend and build on, I would say.
Yeah, I think we can really work on a lot of things from that match in practice this week. I think there definitely was moments where we got down and just needed to find an answer. So I just think kind of working through different rotations that I feel like we got more stuck in will be a huge point this week in practice.
Yeah, and then how do you think that our game against Rutgers went, our last game of the weekend?
Rutgers was great. I mean, we got up big in a couple sets and just kind of ran with it. I think we kept playing on our momentum. We really didn't let in too much and just kind of get comfortable. Yeah, it was a quick match. It was nice.
Yeah, first sweep of the season, so that's always nice. All right, so we traveled. It was our first travel trip as a team this weekend, and so there definitely were some ups and downs. But so how do you think our travel trip went overall?
I really think it was honestly great. I mean, it was a couple of our girls' first trip, so it was definitely kind of getting to know our schedule, what our norms are. But yeah, I think we got to enjoy a lot of time as a team, a couple Starbucks trips in there. And yeah, it was honestly pretty flawless till the end. Tell us a little bit about how it was getting home.
Yeah, getting home, guys. We had our own little nightmare travel trip experience. Originally, we're very punctual as a team, so we got to the airport very, very early, but then our flight kept getting delayed. And so we had to our flight was really, really delayed, and then we had to get a new flight crew because they were out of duty time. And so we didn't end up taking off until about 11:30 that night. We were supposed to take off at about 6:30, I think. So, definitely builds character, I would say, as a team.
Yeah, it was rough, but I think, we stopped at Buc-ee's on the way to the airport, so everyone had snacks, and it was just one of those you have to smile through.
Yep.
To start her sophomore campaign.
And Burilović has been quite impressive here in the first matchup, and she continues to impress for the Buffaloes.
And make it an ace this time. He just has to send it over. Opportunity here for Colorado. Burilović. Colorado gets a much needed point thanks to Burilović.
So here with us we have Anna Burilović, and she was on our all-tournament team, or made all-tournament team this past weekend at the UNT Invitational, and we are so proud of her. So Anna, how would you say this weekend went overall?
I'd say we did a pretty good job. I mean, we won 2 of our 3 games. I mean, it could have gone better, but also it's our first trip, and we have a whole different team this year, and I'd say we're doing a pretty good job. We're just playing all together in a whole new environment.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that this weekend there's a lot to build on, and I think that we did a lot of good things too that we're feeling good about as a squad. So Anna, what's it like playing overseas? You're one of our 2 players who are international. Give us a rundown on what it's like.
It's completely different from college volleyball. Starting off rules, it's so different. We don't have as many subs. We don't use DSs. We don't have libero serving, which is pretty big, I'd say. And it's just we have different rituals before the games, different warm-ups. I just like how I get the best of both worlds and how that has made me a really good player now.
Perfect. Exactly. I think that it's great that you have that experience in both places. I think it's like a fun, unique thing that not many of us on the team have. We've been USA through and through for a long time. So moving on from that too, how'd you get into volleyball?
Wow, that was such a coincidence actually, because a lot of my friends started playing volleyball. I wasn't like that much into it. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go because of my friends, and it was really close to my house, my club, and I just got there and it was like, wow, you're so tall, like you must be really good. I'm like, no, never tried it before, and turns out I was actually talented. So like the coaches spotted me right away and just like kept working with me, and now I'm here.
Have you always been tall? Like, were you tall when you were younger? And
Actually, I was kind of chubby when I was a kid, but I was really tall too. So I kind of just like grew into it over time, and it's just me now.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I literally was the same height I am now when I was like in 7th or 8th grade. Early growers here. Okay, so how about this? What was your favorite volleyball moment in your career so far?
Oh, that's a hard pick. I've had some great moments with my team, like all of my teams. But my favorite moment, probably playing the World Championship in my home country, Croatia. It was a really big moment, and I think we did a pretty good job. And it was just the best atmosphere I could ever ask for because we're playing at home. Mm-hmm. And
Means more.
Yeah, just amazing experience overall.
Oh, well, that's great. It's fun to hear about these things, too. It's fun for us to see. This weekend, we will be playing Georgia on Friday, Fresno State on Saturday, and Washington on Sunday. And I think this week we're really just working on coming into our systems and really playing together as a team, working on serve pass. But I'm really excited about this weekend. How about you?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think it's definitely a different experience playing on the road and home. So I just think kind of like having the comfort of our own routine will be great for us. And I think really building on some of the highs and lows of the UNT Invitational will be a great opportunity for us. And all of these matches will be streamed on ESPN+. This week at the Buffs Classic, don't miss out because
on our game on Friday against Georgia, we have a pregame chalk talk where you can go sit in with head coach Jesse Mahoney and hear his game plan.
And afterwards, we're doing autographs, so come stick around for a few minutes after and have us sign whatever.
On Saturday, we have our Buffs Volleyball Bingo Day.
And it's National Tailgating Day, so get your tailgate on.
And on Sunday, when we play Washington, kiddos, come on down because we have the Chips Kids Club on that day.
And then following the match, we have skills programming, so get a little volleyball in after the match.
With your Colorado Buffalo team.